Hey everybody, this is Lance, and the great mystery of songwriting continues. I'm diverging a little bit today. The whole reason why I started this little channel is I'm trying to self-discover, and hopefully with the help of other people out there, a way to get my music out. And I gotta phrase this carefully because I'm rethinking what my ultimate goal is in it. And I think it's interesting. I just realized something. I've really not liked social media for ages. Facebook just didn't appeal to me. It's almost painful for me to go on it. I still don't know TikTok. Instagram, same thing. I just most of the time I end up, like they say, you end up feeling bad after you look through it. And but YouTube, I've always really liked, and they call it social media, and I'm like, it's not social media. It's almost like an education or something. So I think I came to a realization by watching this content creator, because I'm just trying to search for a way to get my music out there in this current world. And I used to perform it, and we did shows with a community in Santa Barbara, just a music community. It felt really good. It was almost natural. I look back, I thought, wow, we just helped each other, and we all went out and played shows, and it didn't seem like we were, there was people that were actually had wanted to become famous or whatnot, but a lot of us were just doing it purely for ourselves and our community of musicians, and then people would come and watch. So long story short, I just discovered this guy named Nick D. He makes, I don't even know I think it's probably called hip hop. I don't even know the genre, but seems just like an honest guy to the bone. I came across him, and his whole theory, not his whole theory, but one of his theories is you create content that not to like get attention, but that serves your audience. And I think this is what YouTube actually does a little bit more naturally. And whereas I always got this idea from Facebook and Instagram, people were just showing themselves off. And so I just breathing a huge sigh of relief right now, because I was like, why? And then also to guide this channel and know that he pushes authenticity to the nth degree. And he made a great point. He's like, if you're trying to be someone that you're not, that's really going to wear you out day after day. So I'm going to quickly relate this to songwriting. I think it's the same thing in songwriting. It's like, in the end, if you can be your authentic self, this is what is resonating with people these days. Because I think there's so much that has been non-authentic, and now that everybody is literally out there on social media, there's a craving for it. So I think it's amazing. In the old days, we wanted to see, we want to see Elvis looking perfect, or these hair bands looking like something that we ourselves could never do. But I think it's somewhat, everything is going back into authenticity. So I'm happy because I'm sitting here doing this now. That sounds a lot easier. So anyway, I would be like, okay, songwriting. My message, I think, on this whole thing is, somehow in songwriting, if you could be the most authentic and not self-censor, and I know it's hard, but I think this is a thing that's everybody's going to start to feel a little more naturally now with making art or making music. Literally, authenticity is going to be the number one commodity. That's a prediction, I guess. But so I want to keep exploring this topic, but if anybody sees this, I'm going to keep this short because I'm really hoping that I get some comments. I'm learning a little bit more about YouTube, but I'm going to shout out to this guy, Nick D. He has a book out on I guess, platforming your music. It's definitely more, his stuff is guided by like a video going first and then the song. I think I'm appealing to maybe people more my age that are just wanting to, even beginner songwriters, and put their expression out there. And I think you could probably do a little video, but maybe we all can just do it in a really simplified format. He's actually going backwards. He went from high production and he's going, or he's even referencing his friends that are going back into low production. Speaking of authenticity, there's my cat Bart, who my two sons and I were like, what do we love about Bart every day? Bart, and what do we love about pets? I have cats, people have dogs, but I think the thing is when they come roaming through your house, they are just literally themselves authentic. And so they're giving to you just by being completely authentic. And so a lot of the stuff that's just resonating with me. Tell me what you think. So in Nick D, and he wrote a book, I don't want to be stealing his words without saying it, but it says the title of his book is "You Don't Want It Bad Enough," and that's about getting your stuff out there. But very humble approach. So look that up, and like I said, I'm gonna keep it short, and that's my little video. How I think this is a spur thing. How can we make our music completely authentic from here on? And my son just showed me how to link my Spotify to my YouTube page. I haven't released my new set of songs, but I have all my old stuff. I'm curious if it does sound authentic. I actually think that a lot of it, when I was recording it, that was one thing you always struggle with, is authenticity. But this latest round of recording that I did feel very authentic, I think, in the studio. And I think a lot thanks to John Askew, who did the producing for it. So, okay, see how that goes. We'll see you next time. This is Lance Parker, and the great art of songwriting continues.